And there are the participants. Oh my gosh, I don't know why that phrase was so hard to say. And there are the and there they are, the participants. Hey everyone, it's Mike from TourneyBit. The Feature Factory has been hard at work this week. It was the week of fast follows, so I gave the big picture demo last week. There were some things that, in my opinion, were missing that would make managing a league easier. So I'm just gonna share some highlights. All right, first highlight. I showed this last week and I think I might have used the word future because it wasn't quite done, but now you can manually override these. So I can go in, I can select from this calendar and say I want this to be on June 4th, or I need to reschedule it for whatever reason. 10 p.m, check, bam, locked in. So now you can use the automations and you can manually tweak them, which is how it was originally intended, just something that was slightly unfinished for the demo last week. So I just created this new league. So we had this menu before. There was a bug where it would float around. That's been fixed. But more importantly, you can now edit the league. So I could add a new official name. I could update this. Save, cool. You see it's there, it's saved. Add a description, of course. And then I can actually delete leagues now. So I'm just going to delete this real quick. And it's gone. Now you can't delete leagues with seasons. So you can only do that. Actually, I think if I go here, yeah, you see the button is disabled. So you can only do that for leagues that you created and you're like, oops, I don't need this league anymore. I actually need a league to test on, so we have new league right here, it's back. Now I'm gonna show some enhancements that we made to the registration process. I would say that's the bulk of the user-facing features that were added this week. So we'll create a new season real quick. I'll call it Summer 2026. Okay, dates and times. This might be new as well, so you can now set a start date. Can't remember if I had this last week or not. Regardless, I probably didn't show it. So you can set a start date and an end date now, and then it pulls in the time zone. So this helps with the match scheduling. So when you do a weekly automation, it starts when you want it to. So I'll create that season, do double round robin. We'll leave everything standard. Manage registration. Okay, so the new thing you see here, import CSV. You can now import participants directly if you don't want to use the registration form. So I'll click this. I already have a CSV loaded up right here, and the participants are there from the CSV. So let's actually take a look at this CSV real quick, just so you know how it's structured. Okay, here's the CSV. So yeah, display name, player account URL, or just URL, or just account URL, I believe works too. Name, I think, works here as well. And then email, and you can add any kind of custom fields you want at the end here. And they will be actually imported here under registration details, kind of similar to collecting custom fields from the public registration form. And you see this remove buttons here now, so you can remove participants that was not available before. They'll ask you to confirm before you do it, and then you can re-import if you need to. So you can import as many CSVs as you want. Another thing that we added is an export button here. It's not available because I do not have anything recorded there, no form responses, so I'll do that. Okay, player 1, player 0, player 1. Cool. So we have our player here. No registration details because there were no custom form responses. But I'll export that, and then this should open here. And yeah, so you can now export data from here. This will also export those custom fields if you're collecting any of them. I think that's pretty much all I want to show right now. There was a ton of automations in terms of testing added under the hood, so it's a lot more stable than it was last week. I'm really happy with the progress that I made this week, and there will definitely be more to share because that feature factory, it's running. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.